Everybody's looking at BJ Penn and and saying, "What happened to him?" He's crazy because he thinks that his family was cloned. He lost his mind. We need to lock him up. Look at what CTE did to him. He's about to Chris Benoit his family. That's what everybody's saying. That's the narrative right now. Everybody is going crazy because of how he thinks his family was cloned. Here's what I haven't heard a single person say, except for one, myself, because I said it out loud in the kitchen earlier. I heard myself say it. I'm not gonna, this is how honest I am. I will correct myself. I have heard one person say it, but it was myself. So it kind of cancels each other out. But so it's unnecessary to mention, but I say it just to show you how honest and authentic I am. I think it's important for you to know that. I've heard one person say it, which was myself. It's not about if BJ Penn's family was cloned. I think we need to ask, was BJ Penn cloned? I think I propose that BJ Penn was cloned, and it's the government putting that clone in place to make BJ Penn seem crazy. So it's the clone that's saying these crazy things. It's the look at how, I mean, some of you feel stupid right now. Some of you feel like idiots right now because of how obvious it is. It's been right in front of your faces the whole time. The government, yeah, they're cloning, but they're not cloning who you think they're cloning. They cloned BJ Penn, swapped him, now made him talk about how how ironic. Well, there's cloning going on, but they pulled the switcheroo on you. They have full control of Hawaii. They've had it. Look at everything they did like a year ago or whatever it was. They just like, okay, cool. What can we get away with next? Hawaii's poster boy. BJ Penn is to Hawaii like that old dude with the white hair and the glasses is to KFC. I propose that BJ Penn has been cloned, and the clone is making the clone accusations. You know, you're saying why? Why would they do that? Doesn't make any sense. It's because the government is trying to take down MMA. MMA is the bad guy. They're trying to John McCain MMA. Now that Disney and ESPN's contract or whatever is up with the UFC, it's like when you break up with your girlfriend and you're like, I don't even like she didn't even look that good, but I don't want anyone else to date her. It's like this Mickey Mouse is saying, okay, cool, we had a good time later, but I don't want you with TNT. I don't want you over there with Netflix. So what the government is in bed with Mickey Mouse, and they're trying to make MMA look bad. They're trying to bring up CTE, brain damage, Chris Benoit, all this kind of stuff to make their fighters look crazy so that they could take it down. Think about the timing. They did not re-up with ESPN. It's over. They said, I don't want you, but I don't want no one else to have you. It's bad for business. And then imagine if Netflix or some other company, imagine if some other company did better with the UFC than ESPN and Disney did. You Disney? You think Disney's gonna have that? Disney's been around for I don't even as long as the word gaslit was around 1938 or whatever that was. You think they want to see the new kid in town Netflix do better with the UFC than they did? They can't have that. Next thing, Netflix is gonna have a theme park. Can you imagine if Netflix had a theme park? Nobody would go to Disneyland anymore. You think anybody's gonna be lining up for Mr. Toad's Wild Ride when Netflix has a theme park? Netflix is gonna have the Megan Fox AI kind of virtual tour. You think anybody's gonna be lining up for It's a Small? That's a bad example. It's a Small World, after all, is probably my favorite. One of my that one in the Pirates of the Caribbean. That's probably my favorite features. But something else? You think they're gonna be lining up for that? When Netflix is over here, it's frustrating to me. Like, I don't mean to get too emotional about it, but when I just see people over and over, BJ Penn's crazy. That was crazy. Somebody needs to help him. What happened to him? That guy fell off. No, it's the same thing they did to Charles Manson. It's the same thing they did to Bryce Mitchell. They hit him with that MK Ultra. They hit him with the clone, whatever it is. It's always the government behind all of this stuff. Charles Manson, Bryce Mitchell, what's that fool's name? BJ Penn, Round Earth, whatever it is, fill in the blank. Imagine the theme park, they just call it Netflix and chill. Like, you could actually, it's not just a term, like they make it a reality. They have a Squid Games land in there. Are you kidding me? UFC is on their way to Netflix. WWE's already there. They're the same company. Disney is upset right now. You know how they have you ever seen those articles online or the videos where they have all these hidden tunnels at Disney where they go down there and Mickey Mouse takes off his head, he starts smoking or whatever, he's on his lunch break. That's where they got BJ Penn. Do you know? Do you know at Disneyland they have like 1,300 different Mickey Mouses? They have a bunch of different Goofies. They have a bunch of different Donald Ducks. They have to rotate. People have to go home. They work shifts. They're used to having multiples, aka clones. They just put BJ Penn into the rotation. I mean, do I have to spell it out?